What's up, guys? Today is the start of a new series that me and Dan have worked really hard on. And today we actually get to record the video together, which is pretty cool, too. Dan, you want to talk about a little bit about this new series?
Yeah, sure. So the new series is called Build a Franchise, and it's based off of something that I'm sure many of you have seen before, where NFL players are given monetary values, and you try to assemble the best stars for an imaginary franchise. At True Business Review, we're all about taking things a step further, and we sure have done that in this video.
Yeah, we grinded for days and basically scaled this smaller idea throughout the entire NFL. We found various lists of rankings of players for certain positions, and we assigned them all monetary values based off of talent and skill level. Essentially, through our system, every single player in the NFL has been assigned a value in terms of dollars. It took a pretty long time, but we finally finished, and we're super excited.
Once we finished grading the players, it was time for us to start spending our own cash. We decided that $7,500 would be a good amount for us to spend because our teams would not be all superstars. We would have we have to get creative at some positions. So we actually decided on $7,500 because the average number on a good player is around 500. So there's 22 players on a team, so 22 times 500 is around 11,000. And we decided to get even more spicy. So we lowered 11,000 multiplied it by 2/3, and we got around $7,500, which is a good number to spend.
Alright, so we're going to begin this video by reviewing the players we drafted for each position and why. But what we're most excited for is in the end of the video.
So yeah, the end of the video is going to be great because we're actually going to create these teams on Madden 2020 and play against each other and see which team is going to win.
Alright, we challenge you guys to play along. We're going to display the prices of players at each position and the options we had to choose from. Alright, enough said. Let's get into Build a Franchise Episode 1.
But before we start the video, I would just like to emphasize that we really appreciate all the support, the views, and I really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to the channel. This is definitely one of the best videos we're going to have on here, and we really appreciate all the support. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Let's get into the video. So, we really do want to start with the offense. And we have a little ranking system per position. So, all the different positions are different on ranking. So, let's start with the wide receivers. So, looking at the wide receiver group right here, we have a system where our first 5 receivers on the ESPN rankings are $900. The next 8 are around $700. 16 through 25 is $400. Go down the list, you can see right here. So we have to be smart with how we spend money because $900 is only 1/7 of the total spendings. So Rip, you got to be careful. So you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, keep in mind, we're filling up an entire NFL roster. That means we need three wide receivers. So we got to be smart about how we spend our money because if we go heavy on offense, we got to remember there's still defense to fill up too. So
Yes. So let's start with our 3 wide receivers. I guess we can I'll just say all my wide receivers and then you can go, all right? So my first wide receiver, I spent $400 on this wide receiver, A.J. Brown. So A.J. Brown was a rookie for the Tennessee Titans last season, and he had an amazing year. I think he's also going to have a great season. So I also picked OBJ with $400. So once again, OBJ is ranked number 16 through 25 on this list. He's definitely a steal, and he's definitely underrated because he's on the Cleveland Browns, a horrible team. And the third wide receiver I picked, spending $350, number 25 through 40, I picked wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who's also definitely underrated. He's really, really talented, but he's on the Bills. I mean, they're both good teams, but he was on the Vikings, so underrated. It's definitely going to be a great player. So those are my 3 wide receivers.
it's a pretty good wide receiver core. I kind of went, so since you said A.J. Brown first, I'm going to just go off the bat with my speed guy. And I know he was injured a little bit, but my speed guy for only $250, which I considered to be a bargain. I chose Deshaun Jackson. He might not have had the best seasons because of injuries, and he might not be in his prime anymore, but he definitely still showed that he had speed in Game 1 in 2019 against the Redskins. And I think Deshaun Jackson is going to be a pretty solid speed threat for this team. Next player I chose was Keenan Allen. So Keenan Allen has Phillip Rivers throwing him the ball. Not anymore, but obviously he did for most of his career. And with Phillip Rivers, I think Phillip Rivers is a good quarterback. You probably do too. But, like, imagine if Phillip Rivers had a better offensive line, how much better that the whole entire offense would perform. So I think that Keenan Allen is definitely going to be performing better on my team than he did with the Chargers, especially with my offensive line that I'll reveal later. My third wide receiver I chose was DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, only $350. He had a really good year. One of the steals in the draft. He's only $350, and Keenan Allen was my most expensive with $450.
Yeah, so actually I do like all those picks, and besides Deshaun Jackson, I think it's horrible. But, yeah, I did consider getting DK Metcalf and Keenan Allen, so I agree with you there. So, the next position we have to get 2 running backs. So, as you can see at this thing right here, our first 3 running backs, 1, 2, 3, are $900, and these running backs are McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley. You can see the rest of them, and we also use ESPN's rankings, so that'll be on the screen.
But ESPN's rankings were a little sketchy, so we had to,
manually
put some names in.
Yeah, we had to change some of them because, come on now, Derrick Henry's number 1. So, I'm going to go with my second running back, my backup. I got $100, Jalen Samuels.
He's horrible.
Backup running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Jalen Samuels, I did see the Madden simulation for the playoff thing like NFL did, and he was absolutely popping off like in that wild card game. So I thought he'd be pretty good to pick up. It's just a backup. He's not going to get any snaps. But running back number 1, I went all out. I spent $900. One of 2 $900 picks I have on my entire team. You can already fill in the blanks. Derrick Henry. So this is definitely the best running back in the NFL in my opinion. And he's definitely going to be a monster. Madden has him as a beast. Come on now. Derrick Henry's going to be a monster. Easy win.
All right, so I'm going to start out with my running back number 2, just like you. And, let me rephrase that. My running back number 2 compared to your running back who's a bench player. But I'm trying to build a franchise here. My running back 2 is a number 1 running back. So for only $100, considerably the steal of the century, Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman's debatably a starter. Like, obviously he had a bad year last year, and then he was injured in 2018. But in 2015 to 2017, he was getting 1,000 yards a season.
3 years ago.
I still think that he has it in the tank, so he's my number 2 running back for a very cheap amount. And you call Derrick Henry the best running back in the league? I'm going to have to disagree because the best running back in the league is on my roster. We both chose to spend $1,000, and I spent my $900 for running back 1 on Saquon Barkley, the PSU alumni. Saquon Barkley's on the New York Giants. That's the only reason he might not have had the best season. Imagine what he can do with a good offensive line, and we'll see that in the simulation.
So, yes, I do think Saquon Barkley is a really good running back. I'm going to Penn State, so I can't disagree with you there. He is a beast. But I think Derrick Henry's slightly gets that edge for number 1, but still 2 really great running backs. So GG. So the next position we're going to go over is the tight end position, and we only drafted 1 tight end. So as you can see on the screen, 1 through 4 on this list, like Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, George Kittle, they're going to be 1 through 4, and you could just, fill in the blanks. But I got a tight end for $350, and it's definitely one of the most underrated tight ends in the NFL. I got Eric Ebron, Pittsburgh Steeler. So Eric Ebron did have a really bad season last year because he had Jacoby Brissett. But we saw with Andrew Luck that he was absolutely a monster, and he's going to be a monster in the Madden 2020 simulation. Come on now. Easy tight end, easy money.
So, actually, I'm going to have to give you the, I concede right here. Your tight end, honestly, is probably better than mine. I wish I would have picked him for only $350, but I was looking to save money at the tight end position, and I thought that with $250, I thought Jimmy Graham was a bargain. Jimmy Graham didn't have the best year in 2019. He had some drops and everything, but the years before that, he was definitely a good receiving threat for Aaron Rodgers, and I think that Jimmy Graham is definitely a solid tight end. He might not be top 5 in the league, not top 10 maybe, but I think that for $250, it's a pretty solid pick right there.
It's not bad. So I did consider like getting the best skill players in the league with my money. So the rest of the players we're gonna go over are our offensive tackles, offensive line, and our quarterback last. So my first, I had two offensive tackles.
Let's just alternate right here.
All right, so my first offensive tackle for $350. I got Eagles left tackle, I believe, Jason Peters. So Jason Peters is so low on this list because, he was injured for the last couple seasons, but he's still going to be good. And during the Madden simulation, if he gets injured, I'm not going to be surprised, but he's still a beast.
All right, Jason Peters is a free agent for a reason. He's 96 years old. My left tackle, Brian Bulaga. He's not old. Oh, he is old, but he's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's not injury prone. He's been protecting Aaron Rodgers for decades. And for $350, I definitely think Brian Bulaga is a good player for this team.
Okay, so my next offensive tackle from the Tennessee Titans, one of the best in the league. I got Taylor Lewan, for $475. I guess you can say that's a steal. And I did build my offensive line around Derrick Henry. And what a smart thing to do, because I did get a decent amount of Titans offensive tackles, offensive linemen. Good job on my part. Taylor Lewan also is just a beast. Easy money, $475.
I mean, I wouldn't say you built your offensive lineup. We'll have to see what your next couple of picks are. Those are
one of them isn't, but
those are two solid players. My right tackle, definitely better than yours. I went full. I was like, you know what? We got Saquon Barkley. We spent our $900 on him. I was like, let's get him a good offensive line. For $575, I think he's the second most expensive player on my roster. I went for Eagles right tackle, Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson's a consistent player, one of the best at his position, if not the best. And I think that for almost $600, I think I got a good player, just reinforcing the offensive line.
All right, so those are our two offensive tackle picks. And the next thing are the three offensive linemen. And I just got troll offensive linemen. I got one from the Cowboys, I believe. I got Ben Jones. I believe he's on the Cowboys. Exactly. So I did get, a Cowboys offensive lineman because, Ezekiel Elliott gets all the help, but I just realized that, he's not the best. I think Zach Martin is the best offensive lineman for the Cowboys, but still, he's got the experience for making good pockets for the running back. $200 is not bad.
Looks like we found our first hole in Dan's roster.
Uh-oh.
All right, my center position, I chose Alex Mack from the Atlanta Falcons for $350. I think this is a fair price. I think Alex Mack is, I'm sure he's been a Pro Bowler sometime in his career. Alex Mack is one of the best of his position, and for $350, I had to pick him up.
So the next offensive lineman I have is Nate Davis. I got him.
Who?
For $200.
Oh, man.
So I did pick Nate Davis. I do believe that he probably is on the Tennessee Titans once again. And I'm going to double check. He is.
He's horrible.
All right. Correction. I changed my center from Marquise Pouncey to Ben Jones, and Ben Jones is actually on the Titans. So I got that messed up. But I believe Connor Williams is on the Dallas Cowboys. So I did get Nate Davis for $200, Ben Jones for $200. Both Tennessee Titans offensive linemen. My bad.
Both terrible.
Nah.
All right, my left guard is coming from the garbage Pittsburgh Steelers. So this is you could consider this a weak point, but if this guy's the weak point of my offensive line, so be it. I picked up Ramon Foster for $200, and he's
retired though. What?
No, he isn't.
I swear he is.
No, he ain't retired, buddy.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, well,
continue.
I got Ramon Foster, and he's definitely a veteran. He's 34 years old. He's not retired. I just looked it up, and yeah, there we go.
All right, and like I said before, my last offensive lineman is Connor Williams. I got him for $200 once again, and I believe that Connor Williams is a Dallas Cowboy, but I'm not sure. It's whatever. So I only picked him because, Dallas Cowboys can run the ball. It's because of the offensive line. That's all I got to say.
My last offensive lineman is Larry Warford, coming in at $350. Just, trying to build up the offensive line. I definitely spent a lot of money on it. And, yes, Ramon Foster is retired, but,
Oops.
he's going to be helping out the offensive line a little bit.
Well, who didn't? Who knew that? The Steelers fan knew that, but okay. So,
All right, so let's go to the defense. Oh no,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're right. What am I missing, Dan?
So, we are missing our QB, which I wanted to say for last. So, my quarterback, I spent all out on this QB, $900, best player in the NFL. Lamar, if I was stupid, I got Patrick Mahomes. Easy. He's definitely the best player in the NFL. He's definitely, the best player in Madden 2020. Got to consider that. Easy 900, but the best player in the NFL, easy.
Yeah, best player in the NFL. Maybe not the best player on your team. Let me tell you why. You got a couple Randys protecting him, so you definitely went all out at quarterback. But your offensive line's a little sketchy. On the other hand, for me, I picked with $400. So reasonable price. Definitely one like a quarterback. Deshaun Watson, and let me tell you why. Deshaun Watson, everyone knows him. He's a good quarterback in the NFL. Elite, not Mahomes' level, but he's elite, and he's elite with a horrible offensive line. He's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. So when I have Deshaun Watson and Saquon with a good offensive line, it's over. It's over. Let's go.
All right, maybe that is a good pick. Maybe he's a little underappreciated on this list. Maybe he should be worth more. It's a good pick. So these offenses will collide against each other's defenses, which we'll be going over right now. So, I guess you can start with the defense.
All right, so I guess we're going to start out with the cornerback position. As you can see, here's the rankings. We only found a list of 1 through 25 players, and there's the rankings. So I'm going to just start out with my 2 cornerbacks, because 2 cornerbacks are needed per roster, and I definitely spent heavy on this position. So my second cornerback is going to be Desmond King from the Chargers. He's definitely one of the best defensive players in that entire defense, and he's going to join my team for $400. Next up is my first overall cornerback. He's going to be locking down A.J. Brown, whatever other garbage cans Dan chose for wide receiver. And for $550, I chose Darius Slay. He's coming to Philadelphia, and he's also coming to my team. So there's my cornerback room.
All right, so those are pretty good picks. So one thing I would like to say before I go over my defense is that my offense was definitely a lot more expensive. It is literally double the price. So I had to consider that, but I went all out on offense, so my defense could be a little troll.
More holes.
Well, we will see. So I'll go over my cornerback 2. Steven Nelson, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who?
So, Steven Nelson, Pittsburgh
Oh,
Steelers.
man.
So
Deshaun Jackson having a field
here.
day.
Uh-oh. So my cornerbacks on this team actually are good. I believe Steven Nelson, in real life, of course, is very underrated, and he's going to have a great season next year for the Steelers. But Madden might have a different story. We'll see. Steven Nelson's definitely a good pick. But my cornerback 1 is also a really good cornerback in the league. It's Joe Hayden. He's probably top 5 in the NFL. Maybe top 10, maybe. So I did get him at $400. I guess you could say it's underappreciated, but the very best cornerbacks are, like the best. So $900 easy. $400 is good for Joe Hayden. So I guess you can say secondary is looking decent so far.
You're going to get torched, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, next up, we the linebacker position. And I forget, did you pick 4 linebackers or 3?
Yeah, I believe I have 4 linebackers.
Yeah, so for this simulation, obviously our favorite teams are the Eagles and Steelers, and the Eagles run a 4-3 defense, which is 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers, whereas the Steelers run a 3-4, which only requires 3 linebackers. So or maybe the opposite, I forget, but I only needed 3 linebackers, and I went with Bud Dupree for $325. Dante Hightower from the Patriots, who I think is very underappreciated or underranked. I got him for only $200. And Kiko Alonso, who Madden definitely doesn't like Kiko Alonso, that's for sure. But I do think that for $200, I'm getting a player that might not be helpful in this game, but definitely for building a franchise, I think that he can develop into a better player. So my linebacker core, I kind of didn't spend too much money on. I definitely spent some money on Bud Dupree, and I think Dante Hightower is underappreciated, but there it is. What about you, Dan?
So, looking at my team, I do actually only have 3 linebackers and I have 4 defensive linemen. So, my first linebacker, very underappreciated, Bradley Chubb. So, this dude was a rookie in 2018. Yeah, and he had, I think, 14 and a half sacks as a rookie, but he only played 4 games in 2019 because he got injured. And this dude, if Madden doesn't agree, I don't really care, but this dude's definitely going to have a really good season next year. He's definitely going to, probably could make the Pro Bowl, so we'll see. And I hope Madden gives a better ranking. Did you already list all your three?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, so my next linebacker on the Pittsburgh Steelers is Vince Williams. I got him
Who?
for $200.
Who?
Vince Williams. So Vince Williams, definitely underappreciated Pittsburgh Steeler. And all the, Pittsburgh Steelers defense has so many great players on it that literally anybody else on the team is, a Randy. Like they have Minka, Joe Hayden, TJ Watt. Like anybody else that you name, you're going to be like, who's that? So Vince Williams is definitely going to be a good player for next season. I think he might play good on Madden. And my last linebacker, my most expensive one, Shaquille Barrett from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He's decent.
So this dude also is really good. He's a sack monster. I expect to see that. Him getting sacks against Deshaun Watson in the simulation.
Not my offensive line, buddy.
We'll see. So $325 for Shaquille Barrett. Guess you can say it's a pretty good steal. Those are all my linebackers.
All right, next up is the free safety and strong safety position. And so Jamal Adams, and we had to, kind of fix these rankings a little bit. So Jamal Adams and Derwin James were the most expensive. And then we had to throw Minka in Tier 2 and Malcolm Jenkins in Tier 3.
I think Minka should be Tier 1, but whatever.
Yeah, but then you should have picked him. So what were your wide receivers again, Dan?
My wide receivers, I had A.J. Brown, Odell Beckham Jr., and Stephon Diggs. Definitely 3 good wide receivers.
Yeah, so A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs both definitely can burn down the field. So that's why I kind of spent heavy on this safety position. So Micah Hyde, I spent $350 on for free safety. Obviously, he's a strong safety in real life, but he can move positions because he's fast enough. And then for strong safety, Kevin Byard. Let's go, dude. Kevin Byard for $400. Definitely a good pickup. Pro Bowl safety. 2 guys that are going to be able to cover the speedy wide receivers Dan has. And I definitely spent some heavy money on them, so I hope that they perform well.
All right, so my backup safety or my second safety, I got Terrell Edmunds from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a starter for the last 3 years.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I did pick him up. He is on the list, so he is $275 instead of $150, as you can see on the screen. But I got him for $275.
I hope Patrick Mahomes was worth that, Randy.
Yeah, we'll see. So Terrell Edmunds, I think he could play better next season. He's definitely not reached his prime yet. I think Madden might, be really good for him. But my starting safety, number 1, Malcolm Jenkins. Definitely, I had to spend, this is definitely my most expensive player on the defense. He actually is $525. I believe he's on the Saints now, but he did play really good for the Eagles in the past. He's like, nah, screw that team. He wants to win a Super Bowl with the Saints. He already won the Super Bowl, but, it's definitely a good player, definitely worth the money, easy pick.
All right, so next up are the kickers and punters. And me and Dan
defensive tackles.
Oh, defensive tackles, that's right. And good thing I didn't forget because guess what? You got scammed right here. So looking at the defensive tackles, right? Let's see, what were the rankings for that, Dan?
Let me check. I believe the worst of the worst defensive tackles, not on the list, are around $100.
That's right.
So
and guess what I did? I went completely off the list and chose 4 defensive linemen that to be our top at their position. First up, for $100, Ndamukong Suh, Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
All right, he should be on the list, but whatever.
Next up, defensive tackle Malik Jackson. I think he's highly underrated. He was injured. He suffered from injuries last year. Definitely hurt the Eagles' defensive line. But I'm pretty sure he had a career year in 2017 or something where he got 9 sacks. Looking to see that play in the simulation. So those are my 2 defensive tackles. And then we'll talk about defensive ends after Dan reveals his.
So I did get, so let me double check. So I did get a defensive tackle, Dan McCullers. He's on the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a nose tackle for them. I had the troll there, but I guess you can say $100 is $100. And I did get Derek Wolfe from the Baltimore Ravens. Tout rubs off. Good defenses, both of these teams. So Derek Wolfe, Dan McCullers, $100. I guess I did not do good on the defensive tackle positions, but whatever.
Defensive ends. My defensive ends are good as well. Both $100. Defensive ends, Everson Griffin from the Vikings. Definitely underrated. Don't know why he was here. Next up, defensive end, Brandon Graham. Holy. My defensive line is going to be screaming, and I only spent $400.
All right. So the thing about that logic is my offensive line, I spent all my money on it, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Wait, what?
But,
Ben Williams from the Cowboys? What was his name?
Whoa, Ben Jones. But, all right. So my defensive ends, my first one is Stephon Tuitt. Started for the Steelers. Pretty good pick. Only $100. And I got Cam Hayward's backup, Tyson Alualu from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, he's good, but Cam Hayward's, he's a monster. I think he was top 5 on this list. So I guess you can say $100 is $100. It's worth it.
All right, next up is the kicker position and punter position. And me and Dan kind of came to an agreement here. So we made all the kickers and punters. We made the kickers $100 each, except for Justin Tucker, who was like $450 or something. And we made all the punters $50, except for, what was his name, Dan?
Brett Kern.
Yeah, except for Brett Kern, who was more expensive. So for kicker,
Titans, right?
kicker, I picked Zane Gonzalez from the Cardinals. I definitely think he was underappreciated because the Cardinals weren't the best team, but he definitely had a good season last year. So what about you, Dan?
I picked kicker Chris Boswell.
Oh my
from
God.
the Pittsburgh Steelers. This dude had an absolutely atrocious season last year, but he made up for it this last season because he was lights out, only missed 1 or 2 field goals the entire year. So good for Chris Boswell.
And then for punter, I picked the second best punter in the league, Johnny Hecker from the Rams. Definitely a beast of a punter for $50, so it's a good pick right there.
And I also got a Pro Bowl punter, Tressway, for $50. So I guess you could say who cares about the special teams, but there you go. So
right.
that is the entire team. So you already know what time it is. It's simulation time.
All right, so before we simulate this game, and we're going to be watching it and reacting to it live, drop your prediction down below. What our overalls are going to be for each of our teams and which team is going to win the simulation. And all right, let's get into the simulation right now.
Wait. Comment down team name. I'm Team Dan, and that's Team Mike. Team Dan has Mahomes as his QB. Team Mike has Watson. You already know who's winning. Come on now. All right, let's get into the simulation.
All right, before we get into the actual simulation, see who wins the game, we got to reveal our overalls. You ready, Dan?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, time to reveal my overall. Bam! 86. We'll take that. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I didn't want it to be too high. That's why we did the $7,500. Thought it would give a reasonable overall, and it did. So I'm pretty happy. Ready for yours, Dan?
Yeah, let's see it.
83.
83. Ooh,
it's pretty bad.
It's gonna be a good matchup. Look at those 3 starters, though. Come on now.
All right, let's get right into the game.
All right, we're playing at Vikings Stadium. Eagles versus Steelers. I thought this was the best stadium because it's one of the best, one of the newest.
There goes Zane Gonzalez kicking it deep. Who's this Randy?
Who is that?
Easy.
Is that? Oh, I don't even know. All right, we got Mahomes at QB. Let's go.
My defense looks pretty good. Come on. Interception!
What the heck?
Let's go! First play of the game.
Come on, Mahomes.
Desmond King, let's go. We paid big for our quarterbacks and it paid off. Let's go. We got Deshaun Watson on offense now.
Oh, my defense might troll. Come on, sack him.
What the
heck? Dude, it was in his hands.
All right, let's forget that ever happened.
Come on, Watson. Throw. Oh my God. Who was that who didn't catch that?
All right, we're in the shotgun. It's definitely a run play right here. Let's go. Horrible defensive line. Let's run it right up there. What's going on? Oh. Easy.
Oh my God.
Let's go. Who is that? Jimmy Graham, baby. Oh, Jimmy Graham never hurt no one, right? Let's give Saquon. We paid big for him. Come on, we haven't Easy. Touchdown.
Wait, that's not in.
No way. What's going on with that? Come on now. Oh, here come what the
Saquon.
freaking field goal block out here. Give it to Saquon. What? Touchdown! Touchdown! Easy.
Goddard.
Easy.
You got Goddard in, dude.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault.
What is this cheap play?
All right, Dan, down 7-0. Why are you trolling?
As you can see, some of the actual players on the team are in.
No, well, everyone's in. It's just that was a weird set, and since we only drafted one tight end, looks like Dallas Goedert got the touchdown.
Yeah, one tight end. That's why. All right, let's go, Mahomes. Let's go.
Oh my!
Ooh, he's muscling through.
Fall forward for 7 yards.
Come on, Mahomes, you got this.
It was a bad play action. Get it. Let's go!
Oh my God! Pick it up.
Dang! Come on! What?
Derrick Henry.
What? No way!
Derrick Henry touchdown.
No way! What?
Let's go, Derrick
That's
Henry.
so
Let's
glitchy.
go. Easy.
Oh my gosh!
No, I didn't expect anything less from the God himself. $900, was it worth it? Of course.
Yeah, not for Mahomes. That's his second turnover. Somehow, what happened there?
Mahomes is trolling this game, dude.
Where'd my defense go?
Let's go, Henry. Let's go.
That's crazy. All right, we're coming back from that, sketchy thing that happened. First time I've ever seen
Chris
that happen.
Boswell with the punt.
Deshaun Jackson with a return. Way better than Stephon Diggs.
By the way, we went through every position on the depth chart and changed it to all the players we had.
We're not turning the ball over once on offense, so that's all that matters. Ready for this touchdown pass?
Ooh!
What a block! Oh! What?
Oh, he dropped it.
Come on. He's clapping. He's happy he dropped it.
Who is that?
It's Keenan Allen. He trolled me in fantasy and he's trolling me on
That's
this thing.
Keenan Allen? Oh my God.
It's in his hands, dude.
So bad.
Let's go! He's wide open.
Oh, he's wide open.
Oh,
though.
the juke! Keenan Allen makes up for his mistakes.
Keenan Allen's wide open. Come on. I shouldn't be fumbling. Mahomes shouldn't be throwing picks.
Yeah, true. He should be throwing picks. Come on, Watson. Go deep. What's the running back doing? Good block.
Come on.
Good throw.
Come on, defensive line.
Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
Step on to it. Let's go.
Oh.
Is this a field goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Long field goal. Zane Gonzalez. We didn't pay you enough, but let's see if you make it. What
Missed it. Let's go.
What the?
Easy.
Why did we kick a field goal then? End of one quarter, 7-7. Should be 14-0. Dan got a pretty
Should be 14-0 me. What the heck? Dude, my offensive line's trolling with protection right now.
Get him! No way!
Ebron, let's go.
Let him fall forward for 20 yards. Come on, you're chewing clock. What is this? Where's the defensive line pressure at?
Oh, this is a touchdown.
Oh.
James Washington, right? Oh, that's OBJ. Let's go.
Hopefully Boswell misses this, just like my kicker missed his last field
Nah,
goal.
Boswell's accurate. Come on now.
Let's block this. Oh my god.
Easy.
Hey, it's all right. We're gonna score here and we get ball back at halftime. So. Come on, the D-Jacks. Oh my.
Fumble!
No
Let's
way!
go! Let's go! Easy!
You're so lucky. How come you pick up that fumble? Dude, if I picked that fumble up for a touchdown, we would have been even, but nope. What
Justin
is that?
Lane. I didn't even pick him up, but he's on the special teams. Already got that fumble. Easy.
How you fumbling that, Deshaun Jackson? Come on, troll.
Come on, Chris Boswell. Let's get that extra point. Easy win. It's over now.
Oh, this is a run right here. Or play action. We'll have to see. It's probably going to Goddard, honestly. All right, he's got all that. No, not
Come on.
Watson. Let's go.
Tackle him.
Watson with the juke.
This isn't the Bills playoff game. Come on now.
All right, let's go. Why are we in a run formation?
All right, let's get a pick six.
We're about to run the ball.
Let's get a fumble. Come on, Saquon.
Why are we running the ball?
Fumble the ball.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Timeout. 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 Timeout, I said. We're chewing clock. Oh my god.
Why are they showing the replay? This should be spiking the ball right now.
Eagles are chewing clock right now. No huddle. No way. What?
The Eagles are so stupid, dude.
What is this? Been a rough half for the Eagles. Looking to bounce back right here. Get in field goal range. Even though we know Zane Gonzalez can't kick it more than 20 yards. He's all day. Oh! Oh! Let's go!
Intercepted! No way. Oh, come on, bro.
That, whatever. Come on, Allen, dude. Like, come on. That was a good pass, too.
Keenan Allen's trash.
Look at it, dude. Look at the guy on the left side of the field.
Oh, he's in his hands.
Look at the guy on the west side of the field, bro. He was wide open. Here it is. Hail Mary time.
Come on, get what the heck?
All right, Watson. What's going on here?
Allen's trash, dude.
All right, that was definitely a pretty bad half for the Eagles.
All right, so it's halftime. 17-7. Pittsburgh's up. No surprise there. Start of the third quarter. Let's go. Start of the fourth quarter. 17-7. Pittsburgh is up by seven.
What the heck?
Points.
Come on, Watson.
Right, easy.
Where's Jimmy Graham at, dude? Jimmy Graham we're deep.
Uh-oh.
Really? Let's go.
Uh-oh. Oh, my.
Let's
dude,
go, Saquon.
Saquon's carrying your team.
All right. Out of bounds, too. That's good. Let's go, Watson. What the heck?
What the heck? He threw it at his offensive lineman.
Oh, my God, dude. Like, you should be thanking your offensive line for all the protection they've been giving you. Had 40 seconds to throw every single play, and you're still throwing bad passes all game. All right, come on, Eagles. Okay.
Oh.
Come on.
Catch it.
He just got bodied. That's Jimmy. Dude, like, that's Jimmy. What the?
He's frozen in time.
It's not even funny, dude. Broken back or something.
He's like, what the heck? How'd I drop that?
Typical 2019 Jimmy Graham. Come on. Third down. We need a player here. Like, this is 4-down territory, but the Eagles are gonna troll. Throw it. What? Let's go, Watson.
Oh my God.
Let's go, Watson. Good idea.
Oh, that should be a penalty too.
Yeah, honest. They're pushing him. I don't know why Watson's like
The
congratulating him.
announcer said that Watson's playing like trash right now.
All right, come on, big play right here, all out. We're in field goal range, I think. I hope. Stupid Zane Gonzalez, but let's go. No, Watson.
Easy.
Can't be losing yards on that play.
Ooh, it's GG. It's a GG if you miss this field goal.
Has to make this field goal. Zane Gonzalez, dude. He's 0 for, what is he? 0 for 1 on field goals in the day. 1 for 1 on PATs. This is money in the bank right here. What is that, like 40 yards?
Come on, let's miss this one.
Let's go, Watson. Let's go.
Zane Gonzalez with the field goal kick.
All right, time for the turnover. And then we go for 2 after the touchdown.
Come on, Mahomes, you're level 99.
All right, it's time for the big turnover the Eagles need.
Derrick Henry. Wow, I like the yards.
It's a run. Come on, my defensive line should be able to stop this chewing clock. So,
Let's go, Mahomes.
oh, that was a good play. Actually,
Ooh.
It's not good. Come on, where's the bread? Let's go. We're in his face. What?
Let's see.
Interception. Oh,
Catch it.
That broke his back.
Oh, I expect more. I
Look
expect
at
a
it,
one-handed catch.
Who's frozen in time?
Come on now.
Baby? All right, huge play right here. 3rd and 5. Eagles need a big stop on defense if they want to help.
I'm not trying to go into overtime. I'm trying to win right here. Well, come on now. They're going to run it. I can already tell you.
Let's go. Big play.
Oh, my God. I knew it.
Big play. Eagles call timeout. They're getting the ball back.
All right, 17-10. 1.5 minutes left in the game. All right, 2 minutes left in the game.
Brandon Graham with the big play. Uh-oh. Let's go, Deshaun Jackson. Oh!
Woo.
All right. Eagles are set up to tie this game up. Come on. Their offense has been they've been performing well on offense. They just need to stop the turnovers. And
All right, this is it. If the Eagles don't score here, if Mike's team doesn't score, it's over, dude. It's over.
Let's go, boys.
Come on, let's get a pick 6. Come on, to it.
Look, dude, the Steelers are only losing 3 defensive linemen. Let's go!
What's the score? Oh.
Dude,
Sean Jackson's the only player, besides Saquon, of course, playing good.
Dude, like, I don't understand why the Eagles like chewing clock. They need a big play to get them near the red zone. Not.
All right.
Definitely not that.
Imagine, dude.
He's celebrating instead of going no huddle.
Come on, now you only have a minute left.
Let's go, Watson right here. Big play on 3rd down. Are you... Oh! The juke! Oh, the flag! Let's go!
Flag! Oh, face mask and a half, probably.
We're in the red zone. We're just outside the red zone. Big play.
Dude, what?
That stops the clock, too. 23-yard line. Let's go. Eagles looking to score points. Watson's getting greedy with his legs.
My God.
He's doing it. Watson!
Oh, my!
Let's go, dude. All right, we got to be smart at the time here, though.
I bet time runs out. I'm betting on it right now.
Watson's doing
everything. I bet they call a timeout like 20 seconds.
What's going on here? No huddle. Come on, Eagles.
There it is.
No way.
I called it. I literally said, I bet they call a timeout at 20 seconds. Word for word.
Here we are. 20 seconds left in the game. Eagles need to score a touchdown within the next 20 seconds with 0 timeouts remaining. Please do not run the ball, Philadelphia. Let's go, Watson. Touchdown!
Oh, my God.
No!
He was out of bounds. Let's go.
Oh, man. Metcalf. Oh! Let's go!
Oh,
Saquon Barkley. We pay the big bucks, and it pays off. Eagles, they're about to tie things up. With
I bet you missed the extra point. All right, this is going in the overtime. 17-17.
Huge comeback from Mike's team.
Whoever wins this coin toss wins the game, in my opinion. With tails, the Eagles have won. Oh, the Eagles won the coin toss. Eagles are receiving it. Uh-oh.
I'm not looking
So the Eagles has to score a touchdown here, or it's over. And Mike wins the matchup. Uh-oh.
All right,
I'll take.
Hopefully Watson takes
Deshaun Watson's definitely going to scramble.
First down.
Come on, dude.
There he is, Jimmy Graham, showing back up. All right, Watson. He's got, dude, my offensive line, dude.
Sack him.
My offensive line's definitely helping Watson out. No lie.
Oh, what if this game ends up in a tie? Come on, let's get a pick.
Oh.
Easy. Barkley stuffed by Stephon Tuitt. Definitely a great pickup by me. Remember, I only spent $100 on him. All right, this is the game right here. If Pittsburgh stops them, it's over. You're not catching that.
Let's go!
Oh, my God.
In field goal range. Who is that? That's Allen, I think. No?
That's Metcalf, I think.
Dang. Metcalf's on this team? Who
Dude, what the heck?
Jeez, almost just choked.
What?
What a block!
That's over.
What a block from Saquon! Deshaun
Oh, my
Jackson!
God.
For the win. That's right.
Come
Everyone
on,
who's
dude.
on Team Mike. There you go. Team Mike, huge comeback. 17 consecutive points, even though the Steelers only could score on turnovers. Eagles defense for Team Mike definitely performed very well, keeping Mahomes within a box. Deshaun Watson, started off slow, but the offensive line did help him out, and Team Mike got the win.
Yeah, and Mahomes trolled me. OBJ trolled me. Eric Ebron trolled me. My whole offense trolled. Come on now.
Look at the box
34
score.
passing yards from the MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Dude, what is that? I would like to say that Stephon Tuitt was definitely a great player for the team, but that was it. What the heck?
All right.
Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And that's it.
If you want to see this series again, then let us know. We'll do it again with different teams, different players. All I know is that the score is 1-0 Mike, and yep, there you go.
All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Adios.